Welcome back to the show, everybody. Popular franchises like Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones showcase fighting techniques that date as far back as the 14th century.
I know, and I wanted to learn more about the history of these techniques, so I visited the Toronto campus of the Academy of European Medieval Martial Arts, where I got a lesson in the lesser-known chapter of self-defense. Plus, I just wanted to wear my cool sword ring.
Oh. Ah.
The Academy of European Medieval Martial Arts was founded by myself and David Savet in 1998 in order to teach historical European martial arts. Many people think martial arts, they think of, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, but Europe had its own fully developed and completely systemized martial arts system in the Middle Ages.
So what is the difference between medieval martial arts and other types of martial arts?
Nothing.
Okay.
There is no difference. It's a human martial arts system, but it grew up from the traditions and culture of Europe. Every culture on this planet, when it developed in isolation from other cultures, developed its own martial system.
When I think of medieval martial arts, I think of swords and armor. What other kind of styles are involved with this medieval art form?
Every martial art has as its root self-defense, and at the root of that, empty-handed wrestling techniques. It's the foundation of all martial arts.
We know about these techniques today in part due to medieval manuscripts like the German Fechtbücher and Italian Liberi.
A lot of your training is based on these historical fighting manuals that were created in the 1400s?
Yeah, and earlier. The earliest known one was from the 1300s. It shows a sword and buckler fighting technique. The sword and the buckler we see throughout all cultures, in fact, having a small shield and a weapon to fight and defend yourself.
From spear fighting to longsword, a variety of martial crafts are taught at the Academy.
We teach wrestling, use of the dagger, sword in one hand, sword in two hand, the spear, the poleaxe, and also some of my students also study these techniques on horseback. Because we do all of these things: wrestling, use of the sword in one hand, two hands, spear, lance, all on horseback as well.
Students at the Academy are generally quite advanced before they get to use weapons and costumes. However, in my case, Brian made a little exception.
This is so heavy. But do I look cool? A little bit?
You look ready.
Okay.
Hold your sword right out here.
Oh, hold my sword here? Okay.
Yep.
On guard. Oh. Now what do I do from here?
Stab me in the face.
No, I can't do that. Can I? So why is it so important to you to resurrect, medieval martial arts?
I can't not do it. I've been studying martial arts my entire life. I became a soldier at the age of 17. Martial arts are in my blood. And, I've studied many arts throughout my life, never found one that spoke to me until I started learning about historical, traditional European martial arts.
That looks like a fun assignment, getting to go and check out some swords and shields.
I
and
know.
If you want to know more, you can head to AEMMA.org, EMMA.org.
EMMA.org, yep, and as Brian's wife calls it, the other woman.
Oh.
Because he's so passionate about medieval martial arts. Now, I just want to clarify, when I had this sword, I didn't actually want to poke Brian in the face. I'm not that violent, you guys.
Here's the thing, folks. Morgan actually is kind of violent.
I'm not violent.
I sit next to her in studio. I sit next to her at my desk.
Could this smile be violent? I don't think so. Anyways, moving on. No, so this is like really cool. Now you've got me all insecure that I have violent tendencies. No, but I got to try out all the different swords, and they actually gave me one, and they're so much lighter than.
They gave you a sword?
They gave me a sword for about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
No, just to hold. And he did tell me though it was so sharp that I could cut a man's legs off.
This is a braver man than I.
Yeah,
but I guess he would know how to defend himself.
Yeah, he had some armor while he gave it to me. He wanted to protect himself. Somebody warned him I was violent.
Yeah, he got my letter then. Stick around, we got more after the break.